guys, welcome back. Well, I've had a bit of an enforced layoff from fishing because I damaged my elbows. I got small fractures in them. So thought at the time, well, what am I going to do? I'm going to sit around, cry about it, or I'm going to do something. And I thought, well, I've always liked the look of making my own soft plastics. And so what I'm doing now is I've got the basics to do my own soft plastics. I'm doing single shot molds. This is the mold that I've got from overseas. It's made of soapstone, and that's the mold. It's basically the same as a bulky hog, and I've cut out the bottom of that one so it's got feet in it as well. They stick together, and you need an injector, which is this, which injects the soft plastic. You need obviously Pyrex dishes and soft plastic. That's some I've just started to melt. You get the stuff which is called plastisol, and that's actually a milky colour until you give it enough time in the microwave. Then it goes mostly clear, and you add your various colours to it. And the amount I'm using, you use like 1 or 2 drops. Bloodworm colours. That's a motor oil colour. You see I've been using that a bit. It's a bit of a mess. And you can also use your glitters. These are very fine glitters. There's a black, gold, green, a blue, and I've been making up some soft plastic lures. Here's one I made up. It's a very dark motor oil colour, and it's like a matte. So it's a matte colour. Put some gold flake in this one. This one you can't see it too well because I didn't put a lot. I put a very small amount because I'm working out, because they're very small lures and you use very little amount of soft plastic. You got to work out how much glitter to put in, and you put too much in and it basically ruins it. But this one here has got gold, and you might be able to see a little bit of blue fleck in there. And what I've done is a little trick that I've found on the internet. You put oil and line it inside your mold, and you get a very shiny, very glossy. So I'm going to heat this in the microwave, get it all nice up to temperature. Another thing that's useful to use, you've got to have your gloves. That's one main thing, because one thing I had done the other day, I was put the injector in the mold, was squeezing it down and pushed a little bit too hard, and it flew out the top, landed on the glove right here, and I think I've got a video of that, and if I have I'll put it in there. That would have been about 150 degrees, that soft plastic, and it's plastic so it's not water, so it sticks, and that would have been 2nd or 3rd degree burns. That would have been horrific. So people will laugh about having safety equipment, and I do sometimes, but definitely not be gung-ho on that one. Wear the gloves. Apparently the best thing to stir it is your good old your good old knife from the your cutlery set, because when you're using this to stir it, it doesn't introduce as much bubbles into the mix as if you used anything else like a fork. Anyway, so here we go. We'll melt this and we'll put it in a mold and see where we go. So we'll throw this in here for 40 seconds, and we'll come back when it's done. So that's ready. Let's have a look at that. If you can see that, apart from the little globs that are on the side, it's all nice and soft and looks really good. Now, one thing I didn't show you is that the ideal thing is to clamp your soft plastic mold, because if you don't, because it's introduced by an injector, the injector will actually force the soft plastic outside the mold, because there's quite a bit of pressure when you push down on it. So that clamp ensures it stays in one place. So now if you and then squirt a little bit back in just to make sure there's no bubbles in there. Throw that in the mould. Just a little bit of pressure, not too much. when it's all in, pull it out a little bit, dribble on top, just to fill up the sprue, because soft plastic when it cools it does shrink. Right, that's good. Leave this to set for about, it says 15 minutes, but I've found after a couple of minutes you can take it out. So I'll let that stay there for a couple of minutes, and when we come back I'll demold it and I'll put it straight into some cool water just to help it set, and we'll see how it works. Okay, so this has been sitting for about 5 minutes now. It's cool and it's a little bit tacky, but it's pretty much set. So what we can do now is just demold it and see how it came out. Now with the oil in it, it actually releases really, really well. But better than that is what it does for the mold. You can see in there that is really highly glossy. Really nice mold. Let's get it out. And that's it. All its bits and appendages. Really nice. Really nice. So you can see the difference in the two. Again, the two are the same colour, are the same mould, but one's adding oil just to the mould, and when it sits in there it actually makes it go more translucent, brings the colour out, makes the colour pop, and gives that nice sheen to it. So anyway, that's how you make soft plastics. Now I'll do a couple of videos on when I get my new molds. I'm waiting for them. They take forever, take 6 weeks to get here because they come from Ukraine of all places. But as soon as I get here I'll show you how to make some more soft plastics, and when I make some more colours we'll do another video. Cheers guys.